Good evening. Welcome to the Town of Bernardston Select Board meeting for Wednesday, September 18th, 2024. Call the meeting to order at 6:01. This meeting is being broadcast live on BNC TV and live streamed on YouTube. To find BNC TV on YouTube, go to youtube.com and search for the Bernardston-Northfield Community Television. This meeting will be available later for viewing by following the link at townofbernardston.org. You can also watch on channel 1075 on your Comcast dial in Bernardston. First order of business are the warrants. I would entertain a motion for the payroll warrant in the amount of $52,717.70.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
Nope.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Hold on to your seats, folks. I would entertain a motion for the vendor warrant in the amount of $1,150,798.59.
So moved.
Second.
The discussion there is it includes $987,000 exactly for a fire truck, which was approved at the annual meeting. $94,536.50 is the tech school assessment, and there's an additional $6,708.67 for the tech school capital. So, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. It's unanimous. Meeting minutes. I would entertain a motion for the regular meeting minutes. I think that's a record, that million, isn't it?
Yes,
So we just hit the record.
you broke a record.
We broke a record. I would entertain a motion for the regular meeting minutes of September 4th, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion, any corrections, deletions?
No.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. I would entertain a motion for the special meeting minutes of September 12th, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion, corrections, additions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Calendar and announcements is the next one. Just a reminder from our treasurer, our tax collector, I blew that one. The last day to pay real estate taxes is Tuesday, October 1st, and Mona Miner will be in her office from 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. on that date, and then again from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. on that date. So,
12 p.m. or 12 a.m.?
what did I say? 12 noon. 9 to 12 noon.
Okay, that's p.m.
Okay, thank you. I stand corrected again. I'm full of it. This
Well,
is
as a trooper if she goes all the way to midnight. That's right.
Nope. 9 to 12 and 4 to 7 on Tuesday the 1st to get your taxes paid on time. Next announcement, cheerleading registration. Bernardston cheerleading registration begins today. Registration is available online at the Recreation Commission webpage on the town website. Our website came up on the 12th?
13th.
The 13th,
Yes.
actually the 12th. But
Right.
if anybody hasn't seen it, by all means, go visit. It's the same link as the old website, so it'll just redirect you to the new one, and you can explore to your heart's content. There's all kinds of good content on there. There's a calendar to keep track of all the things going on in town. There's plenty of resources, so please take a moment and explore.
And I want to say that I've been exploring it the last few days, and I got to give it to Karen. She,
They did a great
absolutely.
job.
Great
Yeah.
job.
Lots of help with
heading that
Marissa,
up
our
and-
project manager, so,
Yeah.
yep, thank you.
All right.
Absolutely.
And it's developing as well.
Yeah,
You'll
yes.
find some holes
Always
in
room
the
for
pages.
improvement.
Of course.
Yep. So if people have suggestions, comments, by all means, contact Karen, and we'll hopefully get your input. Zoning Board of Appeals. This doesn't happen very often, but we have a Zoning Boards of Appeal meeting. We'll be hold a public hearing on Thursday, September 19th at 7 p.m. at Town Hall for a request to amend a special permit for Pioneer Valley Tire to include auto maintenance, repair, and motor vehicle sales. Copies of the application may be viewed at the town clerk's office during regular business hours. Cushman Library Board of Trustees meeting is scheduled for Monday, September 23rd at 6 p.m. at the library. The Tax Work-Off Program Committee meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, September 24th at 10 a.m. at the Senior Center. This meeting has bounced around a little bit, but it is going to be held at the Senior Center, 10 a.m. on the 24th. The Police Advisory Committee meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, September 24th at 11 a.m. at Town Hall. Conservation Commission meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, September 24th. That's a busy day.
It
Jeez.
is.
Conservation Commission meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, September 24th at 6 p.m. at Town Hall. And the Board of Assessors meeting is scheduled for Thursday, September 26th at 3:15 at the Assessor's office. The three-town Joint Finance Committee and Select Board meeting is rescheduled for Thursday, September 26th at 6:30 p.m. at the Senior Center. We have the chairman. Any comments? No?
No, well, it's not a reschedule.
It is what it is. It's a, thank you. It is a,
And it will be continuing to review the proposed district agreement that the school district has proposed. To get the town, this is an opportunity for the towns to comment to the school committee, things that we would like to see worded differently.
it's an important document.
It's very important.
It will frame the relationship between the towns and the school district going into the future. Winter basketball registration and crossfire registration will begin, that's a new word for me.
It's a form of dodgeball.
Oh, okay. Winter basketball and registration and crossfire registration. What age group is it targeting?
I'm going to say, it's on the website, but I believe it's K through, I think it's K, it could be K through 12 for basketball.
Okay.
I'm not sure really,
All
just
right,
go to the website.
look at the website.
For the details, yes.
This is where everything is on the website.
Yes.
Will begin October 1st. Registration is available online at the Recreation Commission webpage on the town website. I should have read further. Kringle Candle Fall Festival and Market. Join Kringle Candle for their biggest fall festival and market yet. With dozens of vendors, you are sure to find something for everyone. Rain or shine, the Fall Festival and Market will run from Saturday, October 5th, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. through Sunday, October 6th, 11 a.m. through 4 p.m. at 220 South Street in Bernardston. So please attend that. Upcoming, the Scarecrow in the Park 2024. Mark your calendar, Scarecrow in the Park 2024 is scheduled for Saturday, October 19th through Sunday, October 20th. On both days, it will be 9 to 3 p.m. Scarecrow in the Park is an annual event presented by the Kiwanis Club of Bernardston as a fundraising effort for the Scholarship Fund. Please view the Scarecrow in the Park 2024 Facebook page for details. Is there a link off of our?
No,
Not yet?
no, but you go to Facebook and just put Scarecrow in the Park 2024 and it pops right up.
All right. Citizens' concerns, none here. So the next up is appointments. Vimla and Chris Stedman, would you
Come on
please
up.
come up and join us? The Stedmans are here this evening to discuss their idea to purchase the corner lot on Center Village at Church and Brattleboro Road and build an art studio and gallery. So, welcome. Yes.
Thank you. And you just said who I was. so
Okay. How did I do on a pronunciation? Vimla.
We're from Winchester.
You got it right.
Winchester, Mass?
No, New
Oh,
Hampshire.
okay.
And I want to build a gallery on the corner.
That's good.
And we're here to introduce ourselves and let you know what we want to do.
So you have pictures, you have ideas, you have...
I have some CAD drawings that I've been working on. They're a little primitive, but
We're meeting with our designer
tomorrow.
Oh, okay, great.
for
Gotcha.
the first time.
So,
Yeah.
so this is basically,
So Tyler, how do you want her to
Let me
position?
hold it to the
Brian, to hold it up?
screen here.
1, 2.
Can you see that
Can
one?
you tell us a little bit about the functions too, like what it's going, what it will
be,
have?
oh, there's that picture. I was
Aha.
hoping that it will look something like
Fancy.
Yeah,
that.
this is a better picture, Tyler. I'm going to show you.
Wow. Yeah.
And it will be used for the Fiddlehead Gallery,
That's the name of it.
which will be moving as soon as we have a building ready for them. And I belonged to it for the last 10 years.
Okay.
And I'm an artist, and
What kind of art?
well, I've done a lot of things, but I was trained as a painter. I made jewelry for 25 years, and right now I'm doing botanical drawing.
Nice.
I saw your one the one, is it called, forgive me if I'm wrong, but Cuban Girl, or it was a portrait of it said, the title of it was Cuban Girl?
Cuban Girl.
Cuban Girl.
Yeah,
Your name was underneath it at the,
gallery
yeah.
Oh,
from Cuba.
oh, yes.
Was that the name of the
No,
Oh,
it was a photograph.
Oh,
And
okay.
We were in Cuba, and
but your name was on it.
my
Yes,
name was
yes,
on it.
okay.
It was my
All right.
photograph.
Yeah, very nice.
That was she also.
Photography, that was, see, I thought it was a painting, it was
Yeah,
photography,
that-
okay.
That's what threw me off.
I'm sorry. Yes,
I
ma'am.
do paint, but I also.
Yeah.
So this
That
is a
always
studio
interests
that
me.
you're doing, you're also undertaking to do education?
I have my studio at home.
Okay,
This is
In which-
strictly for the gallery.
okay,
And I'm building the building. They would like to use it to teach classes.
uh-huh,
They're excited about being close to the senior center. And they've also said that they would be using it if you needed a meeting space. You could use the classroom for a meeting space.
okay,
So
sounds good.
So if things go according to your plan, when do you think you'll break ground and be done with your project, if things work
that's
out?
kind of
well?
hard to say
It
until
really
we
is.
talk to the designer, but I would hope by the end of, or by spring,
Okay,
we would have it together.
But we gotta deal with septic.
Yes,
We
we're
have to
coming
figure
to
out-
you because we need town fathers.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah. So septic inspection in October.
Yeah,
It looks like, until I find something that says different, a special permit, because it's a retail business space.
yeah, it was,
In the
still
city,
is.
yeah, in the center village. Somebody said, I heard along the way that there might be another overlay in there, I don't know. I know that there's already commercial entities nearby, so.
Center Village is the
Yeah.
orangey CV
Yeah.
right there on
Yep.
the screen. I
But
don't know of another
know-
overlay.
No, I don't either in that
What's the
area.
R1 and RA?
Resident one and
Okay.
residential and agriculture.
All right,
And that's nowhere
anyway,
near, anyway.
I,
Okay,
it's, Massachusetts
Yeah.
zoning and planning is different than.
it's
what-
unfamiliar to
Yeah,
us.
okay.
We're
They
in
connected-
uncharted territory.
You connected with Jim Hawkins, did you ever connect?
I'm
or-
connected with Jeff.
Jeff, okay,
Who's
he's the
shares-
other guy,
yeah,
okay,
Who shares
good.
an office with Jim. Jim wasn't there. I connected with Dan Devine, the zoning
Okay,
Yep.
good.
guy. So far, it doesn't look like this is like a no, like
Right.
no way it's not gonna happen.
It'd be terrific. if it
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
it-
we're excited.
But just, you gotta go do the process.
And I'm not saying it's gonna look exactly like that, but
No.
the
This is
thing
just an
was,
artist
is
rendering.
that was the
And I don't know if
look
you heard
that I
it in-
was going for.
In the announcements, Dan Devine does have a public hearing here on Thursday.
That's coming, yes.
If you wanted to speak directly to him, I'm sure he'd talk to you before that meeting or after.
He's a hard guy to track down.
No, he's not.
I told him where he worked.
There you go.
I told him to go
Yeah,
have
you go
some
there,
eggs
you
at
got 'em
Brad's
all day.
place.
Well, it wasn't the best circumstances. Our dentist is in Greenfield, and they were doing the preliminary work on a cap. So I went in there in pain and mumbling and in kind of a fog.
Hope you didn't criticize his cooking.
I couldn't, listen, I couldn't have anything to eat. An hour, I couldn't even have a cup of coffee.
Jeez, that's all right.
But he was helpful. He said, no.
He's a good
Excellent.
guy.
He's a good
yes.
guy. Yeah,
So
he'll
that
help you
worked.
through it.
He said he didn't see
No.
any hurdles, so
Yeah.
we
And
just,
the building will be approximately 2,400 square feet.
That's big, okay.
So
Sounds like a great project.
We're looking forward to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
you know.
Let us know if we can help.
Yeah, really.
Well,
Anything you
it
can do.
might be out of your pay grade. I don't know what the Commonwealth does with their central building codes, but, we're weighing into like, how many bathrooms are we gonna have to have? Is this gonna have to be sprinklered? I mean,
I hope not.
Yeah, I know.
that all adds a
Yeah,
lot
There's
of
a
huge
risk
costs.
there because
Huge costs.
Well, and yes, when I was speaking with one of the women at the gallery, she said, "We can't have sprinklers.
Yeah.
It's all art."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except if the gallery burns down, that's not going to do anybody any good either.
Right.
So,
it is right next door to the fire station, so.
That's
Right,
But then again, that previous
and
property
they're
burned to the
getting,
ground.
and they're getting almost $1 million truck, so
Right.
those things, they put fires out themselves, which
That's right.
This is something that's close to his
Yes.
heart.
Yeah?
40 years of volunteer fire
Up in
service.
Winchester?
We moved from upstate New York to Winchester about 10 years ago, so,
How far upstate?
you know where Pittsfield, Mass is?
Yeah?
Right over the line.
Oh.
I mean,
Hop
if
on a
you're,
skip.
New Lebanon.
yeah, New Lebanon. If you're from New York City, if you say upstate, that's like Poughkeepsie,
Yeah,
right?
right over.
But, so I just say upstate.
Unless you're from Syracuse.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Or you.
Jane's turf.
Jane's from, yeah, right?
That's
Jane?
Jane's turf.
I would let him join the fire department until after the wedding.
There you go.
It's been 40 years he's been on the fire department.
Yeah.
It's an easy way to remember.
Yeah. I was
Now
just,
I remember how long I've been married.
I just went for a motorcycle ride out that way, out Route 2, and then
Yep.
yeah.
you know,
Great.
had a-
You're
had a
coming up
beautiful
for it.
area. Went up to Lake George, cruised
Yeah.
around the
Leaf
lake,
peeper season.
came back. Yeah.
Well,
Right.
thank you, welcome,
Yeah.
and
Thanks
again,
for coming in to introduce
ask
yourself.
if you need help
Yes,
through the
for sure.
process. We'll give you what you
We
need.
certainly, we need help in these.
Glad to help you. The building inspector would be a good guidance too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're connected with the right people. for
Well,
sure.
he basically said, so far, it's like septic.
You
Right.
got a brand new septic.
Apparently so,
Yeah.
for like 13 bedrooms, and
Yeah.
there's not
Yeah.
gonna.
It just hasn't been used since 2002.
But there's actually 2 septic systems there.
Even better.
See? Oh, yeah, we, somebody who knows.
Yeah.
One of them should pass.
I'm Pete Kerber.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
nice.
I mow the corner lot constantly. Well, okay, not as much as I should.
It's still your lot to mow.
Yeah,
There you go.
Brush hogging.
Well,
There you go.
So when you look out your back
comment,
window-
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Just came to sniff things out and see.
Yep.
See how it- When you look out your back door, back window, that's my house over there.
Okay.
Right behind
Okay,
you.
well, so
you
it's
go.
all in the neighborhood.
That's right.
Right.
Good, good.
Bushman is, right, yeah.
So it's good.
Yeah.
All right.
Great.
Okay.
Luck
Thank
with
you
all,
so
yeah.
much.
All done.
All right,
If you
you
need
guys.
something,
Okay.
let us know.
It was
Through
nice
Karen.
meeting you all.
Karen's the easiest way to get any of us.
Yeah, we met, he
Yeah.
had my contact, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
We'll keep you posted.
Please.
Thank you.
All right. Under new business, we have an appointment for Christopher Hewitt to be Bernardston Volunteer Fire Department. I would entertain a motion to appoint Christopher Hewitt as the Bernardston Volunteer Fire Department effective September 9th, 2024, at the standard rates for training and responding to calls.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
Nope.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
can we pause for a second?
sorry?
Can we pause for a second?
Sure. Oh,
Waiting for the noise to cut down so I can hear what you're saying.
Tyler's
Gotcha.
having trouble.
Tyler too, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Thank
Okay.
you.
Second appointment, you want me to redo that one or no?
No,
Okay.
yeah, we're good.
Appointment of Amanda Carter, Aging and Dementia Business Ambassador. I would entertain a motion to appoint Amanda Carter to the position of Aging and Dementia Program Business Ambassador of the Bernardston Senior Center at an hourly rate of $20 per hour, effective September 19th. This is a grant-funded position with no benefits and is subject to the availability of the grant funding.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Nope. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Appointment of Judith Griggs, Aging and Dementia Program Support. I would entertain a motion to appoint Judith Griggs to the position of Aging and Dementia Program Support of the Bernardston Senior Center at an hourly rate of $20 per hour, effective September 19th, 2024. This is a grant-funded position with no benefits and is subject to the availability of grant funding.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, this is where I promised Karen, she was going to explain to us what an aging and dementia program support person is.
okay, so the Aging and Dementia Ambassador and Program Support Person is, they're going to be, we receive grant money to train and educate our businesses in the town of Bernardston, probably in the surrounding area, on how they can make their business facilities more age and dementia friendly. For example, in a restaurant, they could make the font bigger on their menus, things of that nature. So the ambassador's job is going to be to go out and train business owners that want to be, that are interested in the program. And then the program support person, she's going to be the one that's going to prepare the marketing materials, training materials, advertising materials for the program. And this grant money has to be used in 2025. It runs out 30 June next year. So again, these are temporary employees and so on. So but that's what their roles are.
Great, thank you very much.
Yep.
Thank you.
Town usage agreement and public facility request, Kringle Candle. I would entertain a motion to approve the town usage agreement and public facility use request submitted by Kringle Candle to host the Fall Craft Fair at 220 South Street in Bernardston from Saturday, October 5th through Sunday, October 6th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
This
All those
is-
in favor?
This is the Pratt Field location is what they're asking to use, that's all.
Right, for parking.
Yep.
Right. And you did approve a one-day liquor license for them a couple months ago. So
Right.
just so you know.
That's good. Job announcement for the assistant town clerk position. As previously announced, the assistant town clerk has submitted her letter of resignation with an effective date of December 31st, 2024. The town administrator is asking for approval to advertise the position in accordance with Bernardston personnel policies and procedures, and is asking permission to post the job announcement on job search sites like Indeed and Mass Hire.
I'll make a motion to allow the town administrator to post the job.
And pay for the advertising.
Depending on how much it is, but
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna look
If it's
at
really
various
crazy,
sources.
I'm not gonna do it. But Jen, like I said, has an account, so
We'll see what that looks like.
I just thought we should reach a little further than just the town website,
Yep.
Agreed.
to advertise it, so.
Yep.
I'll second the motion.
Any discussion?
State website.
Yes, that's
Yes,
included,
the
yep, I got that.
MMA,
Mass hire,
Mass Hire, okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, winter parking ban, every year this time. I would entertain a motion to approve the fiscal year 25,
yeah, it should just be winter season.
winter
yeah.
season, yeah, winter parking ban from November 6th, 2024 through April 4th, 2025.
It was quite the
We're
day.
joking because
Yeah.
on my crib notes here, it's reversed.
Yeah.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, so this means we won't be able to park where?
Well, we're gonna post it on the website,
Yeah.
but there
Okay.
it actually is a winter parking ban that that goes into effect when they're gonna shovel the roads, for example.
I
So
see. So
remember, like the
everywhere,
state
state
route,
routes.
right?
Okay.
So, but we'll have the details on the website.
And as inclement weather comes, we'll remind you that it's triggered so that
Right.
you need to find other accommodations for your vehicles during storms so that the highway department can perform their
Correct.
tasks, keep the road safe for us.
I think you can skip over Jen, she might be running late.
Okey-doke. Next up, Jane Dutcher. Fiscal year 25 Efficiency and Regionalization Grant. Jane Dutcher, Finance Committee Chair, is here this evening to propose and discuss an idea for the fiscal year 25 Efficiency and Regionalization Grant. Thank you, Jane, for coming.
Hi, Jane.
You're welcome. Hi.
Hello, hello.
She's on the IR
Yeah.
as she gets herself seated and whatever.
I know you all got this
Yep.
at our
Yes.
three-town meeting.
It's in your book, yeah.
And one of the items was to see if any of the towns were interested in doing any joint things. And as all of you know, because of conflicts, last-minute conflicts, no one from Northfield was at that meeting, just Leiden and Bernardston were. And a couple of us started talking about what else we might do. We're already doing a lot of sharing with Leiden. And the idea came up that we should apply for a grant through this process to merge the two towns into one.
Did
To
everyone
go
out
back,
out
to
there
go
fall
back
off
to
their
our,
chairs?
to go back to our roots, because we were originally one town. And we're both pretty small, and so that might be advantageous to enlarge ourselves by becoming one.
To clarify, you said originally 3 towns is where the conversation started.
Well, because it was a 3-town meeting, but Northfield was not there.
Right. So the 2
So
towns
it was
are-
Leiden, the discussion began with one of the selectmen from Leiden and myself, and others joined in. And because we didn't have a quorum, there were lots of conversations going on around the table. And I don't know if some of the other conversations might have been other ideas. If they were, nobody brought them forward to get on the list. But our discussion was that we're already sharing police department. In a way, we share fire department because their department's very small and they always need mutual aid if anything happens up there. So if it's this side of Leiden, we're up there. Probably if it's the other side, we go too, but Coleraine usually gets there first on that side. We're in the same school district. There are just lots of things happening all the time that we're sharing services for.
They use our recycling facility.
Correct. Yeah, if they buy a permit. So we thought that since there was the potential of getting a grant to explore this idea and evaluate it, that we should apply to get a grant and see if it's feasible.
Can you play out how long this is going to take, what approvals are necessary, whether the state gets involved?
I'm sure the state will get involved. I know that the last town merger was a town that became part of Boston, and that was in, I want to say 1908, but
Wow.
that might be the wrong
Before my
year.
time, okay.
Yeah,
Just a couple of years.
yeah. Yeah,
Do
I
you know
didn't
what-
remember it
which-
either.
Which
yeah.
town was that?
I don't remember that
Oh,
either.
Okay.
I kind of, it was so long ago that I just
Yeah.
fluffed past it. But and I've forgotten the year. There were 2 towns that went through the process, the study process, but then dropped it. And I found no indication of why they dropped it. But they were saying the same things that I said to you. We're in the same school district, we're sharing this, we're sharing that. You know, we're both small, we'd be better off if we were. And one of the comments in the short study that I read, which is really not even 2 pages long, said that one of the reasons those 2 towns dropped it was because they were in the same school district. So those 2 towns were a school district. And if they became one, they would lose transportation aid from the state because,
Wow.
you know, Greenfield doesn't get transportation money because their district is their town. But where we're several towns in a district, we get transportation aid, as does everybody else in the same. So that was one of the things that would have been expensive to them. It's not something we will face at this point.
So if we were successful at getting a grant and Leiden agreed to move forward with this with us, we would hire like a Collins Center type
Yep.
of place to
Right, we would
Study
find
it and
somebody
look at all the
to do
different-
all the work.
form a joint committee between the 2 towns to
Yep.
be on that.
The same way we did with the police.
Yeah.
Follow the same type of pattern. We might, you know. And I do know that there is another selectman up there who is interested. How far it goes beyond that, I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I mean, might be worth looking at, I guess.
Ah,
Got the same treasure, you know.
Yeah, really, you're right.
There's a lot, we're sharing that, you know.
Their kids
Not
already
sharing,
come to
but,
the elementary
yeah.
school here,
Exactly, their children
on
are
top of being in
here.
the same
What
school
would we
district.
call it?
Fall Town.
Well, Fall Town was
Right.
what we talked about, because that's what it was.
Which included
originally.
Leiden.
Right,
Right.
yeah.
And then it became Leiden and Bernardston.
Can you put an estimate of a date on that, when it separated?
Well, let's look at what happened with the police thing. It took 2 years to do the study.
No, I was thinking back. as in
Original
Oh,
separate.
when we were together.
well.
What caused the?
What year were we incorporated?
That far back?
1762.
1762. So it became Bernardston in 1762, so it was before that.
Must have been right around there, yeah.
Okay,
It's in the beginning of time for Western Massachusetts.
there you go.
When we took it from the Indians, we were a fall town.
This would take some serious discussion, some serious approvals all along the way.
Well, and eventually the towns would have to vote to do it. I mean, there would be a lot to look at, and I keep thinking of things that I could look at now to see if I even still think it's a good idea, even though I do. What would happen to the wealth of the town if we were one? Because that enters into how much road money you get, how much,
Yes.
enters into a lot of things. So what would happen with that? How would it change the assessment from the school district? How would it change the assessment from the tech school district? Because Leiden's part of that too.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm just thinking of the
There's a lot of things.
real high
Yeah.
fruit on the tree here, because the nitty-gritty is what we would really need the consultants to do. Now, I don't know how much we ask for or anything like that. You'd have to figure that out.
Well, for multi-jurisdictional, it says up to 200,000. I would think it's
Right.
gonna take a fair sum of money. There's so many.
Yeah,
things
the
to look
lawyers
at,
and
right?
the.
We should ask for all of it.
Yeah, I
We
would
should
think
ask for the
so.
200.
Right.
yeah.
And this is one that we apply through mass.gov, so it would be worth getting like a capital strategic if we reach out to Leiden and said they.
Yeah, and
Really
Michelle's
are
really good
serious,
at
right?
writing grants too, though.
Yeah, that's true.
We could ask, I mean, if we do it joint, we could work through all that
Yep.
together. Michelle's very good at grant writing.
So the next step be to reach out to Michelle to get it on their select board's agenda?
I think it's on their agenda.
Okay.
Did they meet last night?
They
I
met,
thought that's what
yeah,
you said, yeah.
yeah.
So they may have already discussed this, and I never thought to check.
Yeah, I was with her today. I didn't think.
Can we bring it up at the 3-town meeting to see where everybody's at with it? Like it was on-
Well, now it's not a 3-town subject.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's got a specific deadline too, so I think we'd want to know
Oh, of course.
if Michelle was willing to write it and Leiden was okay with her writing it, or if we had to jointly go to like a capital strategic to help us write it. I don't know, can Karen reach out to
Yeah,
Michelle and
sure, I can do that.
see what their appetite is and if they already have
In
it
the
on their
interim, we
agenda?
need a vote, though.
You need a vote that you want to
Proceed.
proceed
With an
Leiden
application for a
to-
grant.
I'd make a motion to proceed with applying for the FY25 Efficiency and Regionalization Competitive Grant Program under the multi-jurisdictional application and ask for the $200,000 to look at the feasibility of joining Bernardston and Leiden.
Second.
Once again.
Once again, right?
I think that Leiden and Michelle may have a good idea of how much time it took them to get hooked up with the UMass group that
The
did the
Collins
police.
Center, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the cost of that. I should, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
Was that the
They got
police
the
one?
150 for the police.
Okay, 150.
That was the group that did the police,
Yeah.
UMass
Yeah.
group, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, intriguing.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many subjects within that when you start really thinking about it.
Yeah.
I
Right.
know. I mean, we have different accountants, but we have the same treasurer.
Right.
A lot of things to decide. But
They have Beta.
Yeah, I mean, it joins everything, you know. Police, which is really already there, fire, highway. They already come to our transfer station.
they come to our senior center.
come to our senior center.
They use our library.
Yep. I mean, there's a lot of places
Well,
we're already
and-
joined at the
And
hip.
our discussion the other night was that the fire station up there could become an annex. The library up there could become an annex.
Yeah.
The town hall might house some of the offices or become an annex of some sort.
Yeah, I think it's
The more we talk, the more
interesting to think about.
The more that it grows.
it
yeah.
grows
The-
and
the
the
bigger it
ideas
gets.
come.
I
Yeah.
know there's
Yeah.
more we're not even thinking about yet.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like
Yeah.
she said, the more we talk, the
Chapter
bigger
90
that.
money, the highway guys would speak
Gross.
better of that.
Well, and we might want to try to sit down with everybody early, before this grant gets written. What's the deadline?
The 10th of October.
So,
That's tight
It's a
timing.
tight window. It's open now.
yeah.
Yeah, just open this week though, right?
I mean, they only give you, not
Well,
even a
but-
month.
But this information has been out for several months.
Right.
Oh, okay. I mean, I've always been a proponent for, joining forces with
Yeah.
other towns to cut costs in both towns.
So I'll
That'd
call
be the
them.
idea.
Did we
And
vote
get
the
with her
motion?
tomorrow.
Did we vote the motion or not?
You didn't finish, you didn't close it out.
Any further discussion? Call the vote.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Let's do
So
it.
you reach out to Michelle?
Yes.
Cool. Thanks, Jane.
Okay, so you're gonna reach out to her, I can forget it now, right?
Well, forget it.
No, do you want, you have more input? Do you want to be part of that or what? I mean, I.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, but Karen's got a good point. Maybe Michelle would be willing, with the Leiden Select Board's approval, to write the grant, and we don't have to pay to do that.
Right, that's what I was gonna
Yeah,
ask.
Michelle can't make that decision.
Right.
Right,
Her select board would have to make that
She'd be the place to
decision.
start to get
But
through
yeah, I'll
this to the
just-
Select Board.
let her know what we're thinking and give her the options. You want to write it, you need approval. If not, we got capital street, we'll just have a discussion about it.
And it sounded like Catherine and Jeff the other night were gonna,
They were both,
because Catherine was going out of the country for a couple weeks.
right,
so
I think she's gone.
She was
Yeah.
gonna share that with everybody else before she left.
Okay,
And I think, I'm pretty sure it was on their agenda. She told me she was gonna get it on the agenda, so
And
Okay.
maybe they already voted and said no, who knows?
I'll find out. I'll
Yeah.
talk to Michelle tomorrow.
Thank you.
I'll try and reach her out to her tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Great.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Other business unknown at time of posting. We have two. Town usage agreement and public facility request from the Kiwanis Club of Bernardston. I would entertain a motion to approve the public facility request submitted by the Kiwanis Club of Bernardston to host Scarecrow in the Park from Tuesday, October 15th through Monday, October 21st, 2024. These dates include setup and teardowns. The actual
Event is the 19th and 20th.
19th and 20th. On the, these dates, on the condition
No,
that.
that we received it. You don't.
I got it,
yeah.
right. We have already received
Yep.
the,
Yeah.
and
I'll move that motion.
I will second it. You have to recuse.
I am,
Yep, we'll do that. We'll keep
On the
it
record
clean.
for recusing. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
can I just make a note that on the original application, I put on number 6, proof of insurance, I put no, because at the time I didn't have
Right.
it.
We
can
have,
change
we've
that to
added
yes
it though now, so
Yeah,
we're
Okay,
I
good.
saw that in the
Perfect.
package. Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And the second order of unknown business is one-day liquor license for the Bernardston Fire Department. I would entertain a motion to approve the one-day liquor license to the Bernardston Fire Department on October 19th, 2024, for the sale of beer and wine that are to be drunk only in a restricted area at Cushman Park, with sales and service only from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye. That's another annual one we do.
Yep. So now we have the town administrator report.
All right. So the Bernardston Council on Aging was nominated for the Massachusetts Broadband Institute first ever Top Innovator in Digital Inclusion Award and was considered among the finalists by the review committee. So the Top Innovator in Digital Inclusion recognizes organizations that have embraced the spirit of innovation and entrepreneurship to implement solutions that address the digital divide. MBI has invited Jennifer Reynolds, the COA director, to participate in the lightning round of a presentation portion of the speaking program with 4 other presenters to showcase their digital inclusion work. And we all know the kind of work that she's done over there. And then, so the Massachusetts Digital Inclusion event is in Worcester.
Worcester.
Worcester on Wednesday, October 9th.
She's from Michigan, guys.
From 9 to 3 p.m. So she's one of the finalists.
Nice.
So anyway, very good stuff there. So, and another good note on September 12th. It's tab 1 in your book. The town received a congratulatory note from Lieutenant Governor Driscoll that we did receive the Best Practices Explore Centralized Human Resources. And Sean Cronin called me, and it's not official on the amount yet, but he kind of said maybe 40 grand to maybe hire a consultant to help us improve our, best practices for HR, kind of help some of our workflow and efficiencies in that area. So that was good.
Great.
And that's all I have now that Jen's walked in.
So we have a late arrival, but nonetheless,
Sorry,
all here. Oh, that's right, the
That's
cheerleader
right.
thing.
I was trying to,
You get a lot of signups?
maybe.
Okay.
But we're trying to promote everything else too, so.
All right.
Passing
So-
out flyers for sports.
Jen's time.
All right, so.
Talk to us.
Went back to the planning board with the rec department, and we would like to try a different attempt for after-school care, with it being the active club, Stay Active Club, which would be a cross-country team, which would be the feeder program for Pioneer, tennis, because we have tennis courts, and then they can also do soccer skills or basketball skills outside. And if it rains, the principal said that she had no problem letting us use the gym.
So you're trying to try to use that for an EEC exemption?
Yes.
To do that?
Well, we wouldn't have to be EEC,
I think you still would under the law.
because it's only sports.
It's still an after-school program.
But we've done sports after school before there.
Not to this degree.
Okay. Gotcha.
That's just my take of it.
Okay.
I'm no expert.
Who is the expert that would give us
So
that?
should I go back to them
It's
and
gonna
then
be
ask them?
EEC.
And
Okay.
then if it's all sports, then ask them.
Just for the audience, viewing audience, EEC is?
I'm gonna look to Karen to help me again.
It's early education care.
Yeah.
Never remember that.
And that's a
EEC,
Massachusetts?
yes, it's a mass.gov, right? Mass.gov.
Yes.
It's a state organization, and they require licensing. They handle the licensing for before and after school programs for the state.
They're the ones that killed our original proposal.
Right. But I
They,
was.
they didn't kill it,
When
they
they
Did I ever
just,
call you
they're,
back? from the first
Yeah,
time?
and what she had told me, and I believe it's what she wrote in the email, was if it was just one, like if it was just sports, we wouldn't need to be under them.
Well, show us that, yeah.
Okay, so I'll go back to those emails.
Yeah.
I'll go
okay.
back through it and we can talk and,
Because you gotta read the state.
right.
We should provide her that statement you dug up for us.
Right, well, she has it.
Okay.
You still, see, I read it that we still have to apply for an exemption.
Right.
Period.
So there should be, but we should be okay then.
Depending on how
Well,
long
we
that
gotta let them,
exemption
just
takes.
let them
Decide.
tell you
Okay.
what, if we are, because again, the fact that it's a regular, everyday, 5 days a
Nope,
week.
so we're gonna do Monday to Thursday.
Okay.
So 4 days, because Fridays, no. Need a
It
day
could
off.
still be considered a large school-age childcare program.
Okay,
And so that's why you gotta submit your request and to the EEC for an exemption.
Okay.
And let them come back and see what they say. And then if they say, yes, you meet it, then we would come back to the select board with
Okay.
that.
And the rec committee at a meeting approved moving forward with a program such as that, right?
Right, that, she has that approval
Yeah.
from the rec commission.
stepping back, there were 8 to 12 kids that were not covered under, that needed our help with this before and after school programs. How are you gonna do all those sports with 8 to 12 kids?
well, I guarantee there'll probably be more because we just started running at school this past week and they are loving this new program.
Yep.
Because Jen's the gym teacher right now.
I saw the
You
kids
saw her in
today.
action today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were doing laps in the gym, yeah.
Yeah,
With the-
I did 19 miles today.
Good.
Gym class, running and
19
jogging.
miles?
Yeah,
Wow.
That's a lot of miles.
yeah.
That's almost a.
You're
yeah.
tired.
I'm good. I can still go some more.
Uh,
All right, so I'll reach out to them again and
Yeah.
see what we come up with.
Well, you have to submit
Right.
You have to submit a request, so it's not reaching out. You have to submit a request to them in writing, asking for an exemption.
Okay.
That's what I'm,
Does she need our support for that exemption?
Well, I think the reaching out is.
it's
to
an
find out,
application for
I guess,
childcare
reading the law.
licensing exemption.
Yeah, maybe she'd tell you if you had told her what you were trying.
Right.
That, yeah, that's not going to work, or
Then,
Yeah.
it might, but you need to apply, like Karen's saying.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. How quick did they get back to you?
it took her a while, but,
That's the thing. It's the state. It takes forever.
but I have this,
Yeah.
but this one lady that I was chatting with, she actually gave me her phone number, direct line, so maybe it'll be
That might
quicker.
help.
Right.
Okay.
I still read it that the exemption procedure is to submit an application for childcare licensing exemption to the EEC for review.
Okay.
You can't get a verbal from them. You got to submit something in writing telling them what you want to do.
Okay.
They respond to your written request in writing. So we got to get it documented. It can't be
But
a
she might be able
phone.
to at least give her some guidance to
Right.
say it has a chance to fly, fill
Right.
the application out, or no way.
Oh,
it's not
right.
gonna
So you don't
Right.
waste your time
Time,
applying.
yeah.
I understand.
Or no, you don't need to come through us.
And if
for
we
that.
need help with the application, come see me. We can,
Okay.
but call her first
Yeah,
so we're
that's
not
what- right.
wasting our time.
Wasting
Right. I
time.
understand now.
Because I don't want to play this.
But I can help you with it if we get
Okay.
the green light.
Right.
We're trying. We
Yeah.
appreciate you trying.
Yeah.
This is my last straw. I'm trying.
So this would just be for the fall time period
Fall,
anyway.
and then we'll see what
Then
happens.
you'll reevaluate it for
Yeah,
after the break.
right. So we'll see. I mean, if
fair.
it works and it's successful, then we can try it for another.
Those things sounded like they were outside.
Right. And when I asked Sarah about using the gym, she didn't seem like she had an issue.
Sarah Burstein, the
Yeah,
new.
she didn't seem like she had an issue.
Okay.
Because she's like, who would be using it? I'm like, no one.
Right. She still have to sign you the form, but
Right.
it shouldn't be a big deal if she's supporting it.
Right. She liked the idea, so.
Great.
Yeah, but again, Patricia had said that
Yeah, she might put a stop
you have to,
there.
yeah.
Right.
That's why all this whole in writing, we need something from the EEC granting the exemption.
So if that was the case, to pretend the EE says a no, then we could run a cross-country team at Pratt Field then.
Pratt Field, that would be different.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's town property, yeah.
okay. It would just be a problem of people just transporting their kids there.
Yeah.
And you definitely couldn't call it an after-school program.
No, it would be called cross-country.
Yeah.
No, it's not be called after school
Right.
anyways.
It
It's
would be no
active.
connected to
It's
the-
it's the active club.
Yeah.
I just don't know if the buses would drop kids off.
I don't know.
No,
How
because you
that
can't have
works.
any connection with the school at
Right.
all. That's using the school if you're relying on the transportation.
So if you
Can I
had,
ask a question?
Sure.
Isn't the school going to raise the question of liability insurance on this?
That's why the EEC
Right.
document comes into play.
They take
If
that.
EEC provides Jen with an exemption in writing, and which they would, that would be, I think, enough for the school to sign off on the form. If we have nothing, I think they're gonna be very reluctant.
They will be
to
reluctant,
Sign
right.
that form.
right.
Because we wanna start at 3:15, we technically don't get to school till 3:30, because Karen and I looked up the district agreement.
Right. Damn, 15
It's
minutes.
that 15 minutes that's the killer, but.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's something we wanna
'Cause it
consider
falls
with the
back.
district agreement we talk about as
Right,
well.
it's
Right.
changing it to 3:15.
And we never
That
even
we
thought
get it
about
back
that till
right
now.
away, right.
I
Right.
don't think it has any times in there, does it?
It does,
does.
at
Yeah.
specific times. And 3:30 was the end time.
3:30.
We looked it up, for
I
sure.
forget the start time. 'cause we
Yeah,
weren't looking
I
at
forget
that,
it too.
Yeah.
It was,
Because we kept saying, well, it's 15 minutes.
15 minutes is a big deal.
After that, it's a,
it's
Rec
our,
building.
it's back on, it's our building
Right.
to use or whatever.
this formality is just to keep the school happy so they would sign that form.
Right.
Got it.
I don't know. I just keep trying to work
Keep
on
plugging.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you have a good crowd at the open house at the Bernardston Elementary
it.
School
Yeah,
tonight?
it was good.
Because tonight was the open house there.
A lot of
too.
Yeah.
pizza. Was there a lot of
There
pizza?
was a lot of hillside pizza.
Yeah. Any left over?
Probably. Well, look, I don't know if they had like tons of boxes, so.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's different than, you cooking
Yep.
burgers and dogs.
Probably way more
You
efficient.
just threw him under the bus?
No.
He doesn't,
No,
he's not
no.
a good
I'm
cook?
good with that.
No, he works hard at that open house usually.
You can't keep up with it.
Did you work at, oh, you'd be there now. You're
Yeah,
not
it
there.
used to, the last how many years we cooked hamburgers, hot dogs.
Yeah,
Wow, that is a lot of work.
But I was on the grill,
Yeah.
going crazy, and everybody else was around taking everything and putting stuff together.
that was good.
It got crazy quick.
It was a good turnout. That's why I like pushed. I said, this is a new website. We talked about that. I told them to, go forward. Online forms, online payments. So people were liking it tonight.
That's
So we'll see,
good.
has anybody done an online payment yet on the?
I
do we know?
I have the ability to pull down the online, I figured it out, and I can show you all that. But registration just started today. There was one person,
She told me.
yeah, so she needs to do it again,
Okay.
because it didn't look right.
Okay.
Because it was before the asterisks were removed.
Okay.
It's okay, maybe she doesn't, but if it's not a big deal, you might, just keep your eye on the name of that person.
I know who it is because she told me she did today.
So we can download the registration forms from the website, and it downloads into an Excel spreadsheet, a CV spreadsheet.
And the payment piece of it's
CSV.
just as easy?
The payment piece, that's not, now you got to download that too, and that becomes a turnover that we turn over to the treasurer.
Gotcha.
Cindy will have to do a form, and in Jen's case, she can gauge it. Probably every warrant, we'll do it. We'll do a turnover before each warrant so that you can see it for yourselves. But it also dictates when she does a turnover based on the amount of money she collects. If it's more than so much money, then she should be doing a weekly turnover. But anyway, it does. Yeah.
Maybe at registration times it is, but normal times it
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
It does, yeah.
I think every warrant, that would be Cindy's
Like from
routine
now,
before the
now
next
until
warrant.
like mid-December, it'll probably be heavy.
Yep.
Yes.
Because everybody's gonna be registering.
And she has four things going on. You got Crossfire, cheerleading. There's 4 registrations going on.
Maybe we had a question tonight during our meeting. Can you explain Crossfire? So
Yes,
people
please.
still
Crossfire
listening?
is like dodgeball, but it's soft, squishy balls, and they don't hurt. And you throw them across from like one team to the next, and kids can catch them. And then there's also a section where you put these mats up, but you can't see the people on the other side. And there's bowling pins, and you have to knock them over.
So this is for what age groups?
First grade, all the way to high school.
Really?
Oh, so
Yeah.
it is
We
the
weren't-
high
we
school.
weren't sure about
Okay,
that.
I wasn't sure.
So last year we had a couple high schoolers that came over.
And new cheerleading's K through 12.
Yes.
Is
And
winter
for-
basketball K through 12?
No.
No, I just, they have their own team,
basketball
I'm
is
sure,
K
at
through
school.
6.
Pioneer has their own team,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Cheerleading is the one that can go all the way. Under the rec division, you can be till you're a senior.
And basketball ends at 6?
In 6th grade.
Yeah.
Because then at Pioneer, they have a team.
And who do they cheer?
So the cheerleaders cheer for all the Bernardston teams, and then they travel to Vernon for that tournament, and then Hinsdale when they have their tournament, if Bernardston doesn't host one, they also go to the Pioneer games. And the cheerleading girls that are in competition, they travel to Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Worcester, Connecticut.
Say that word again. The W word.
Worcester.
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 Someone told me just put all the syllables
Yeah.
together and you'll get it right.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
And you
And
wanna-
then they're getting new cheerleading uniforms
Who's
for
paying for that?
competition. The nice people on the Kiwanis Club donated
Really?
a nice,
Nice.
yep.
Good.
So it's only a competition team, and then they'll just get reused because we were kind of outdated with our uniforms, but our uniforms are in great shape. But I don't want to redo them. And competition team, there's less girls, so those will last a long time.
Cheerleaders also do the parades.
They do the parades, so they'll be at Scarecrow in the Park.
So do you want one last plug-in for your soccer jamboree and ask for volunteer help?
Volunteer help for Soccer Jamboree, November 2nd. If you volunteer 2 hours, then you get a VIP parking space on Pratt Road.
Yeah, we'll have to put something up on the website for that.
Oh, it's
Maybe there
on-
is a-
it's
Oh,
on
don't
there.
worry, I already did that.
It's
You and
up.
I have been talking.
And what
up.
skills do these volunteers need?
Nothing.
You
No
teach them
skills.
everything.
Ability to park a car.
You can park a car, you can work the snack shack, you can clean the bathrooms, you
Yeah.
can come paint lines with me.
Basic arithmetic.
You can tell people you're in the other parking lot because you're not handicapped, or you're going to this lot because that's where you belong.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right.
Hope for sun.
Where do they apply for this? Call you?
They can call me, they can see me at the snack shack. I'm at soccer every day, except for Thursdays, I
They
think.
can also contact on the website
Yeah.
by clicking Contact Me from the Recreation
Yeah.
Commission's website, but and it'll go to Cindy. It'll
Which
go
is
to
okay.
Cindy, but we're
Good
going to
thing.
fix that when we get our new emails next week. So.
Cool.
Okay.
Great.
Anything else you want?
No, that's good.
All right.
All right, I would
Thanks,
entertain
Jen.
a motion. Do we have any other business? Nobody else wants to say anything? All right. I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very
Night,
much,
everybody.
folks. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.